Portugal. What was once the best beginner-friendly nation in pretty much any Paradox game in Europa Universalis 5 is not, because of the horrible economic situation at the start and because Castile sometimes hates you. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun as Portugal. In fact, I've already had lots of fun. As you can see, the year is 1465, we own our core region of Portugal and we're playing super tall. We've snatched up Granada before Castile could get to it, even though we're friendly with Castile, and we've expanded quite a lot in the Maghreb with all of these various subjects right here. The Age of Discovery has just started, we've explored all the way to the Caribbean and South America, and we are about to start up a massive colonial empire. Ladies and gentlemen, even though Portugal is no longer beginner-friendly, in my opinion, it is one of the most fun countries in all of EU5. So, without further ado, let's continue this playthrough and establish a glorious colonial empire, and maybe even beat up Castile. Alright, here we are back as the Kingdom of Portugal, ladies and gentlemen, and so many of you requested a part 2 of this playthrough, and listen, who am I to deny you, right? I mean, wait, I make the videos, of course I can deny you, but either way, I don't want to deny you because I was super excited to play a part 2 of this playthrough as well. Like I just said in the intro, man, it's 1465, of course, check out part 1 if you haven't already. We're the 18th greatest power in the world, owning all of this right here as well, and you know, we got all of these vassals in Morocco, we've explored up to over here, colonized Cape Verde, and now we're about to discover all of the Caribbean islands and establish, well, a bunch of colonies there, so yeah, man, that's what our playthrough is going to be. You know, we're going to continue focusing on playing tall back home. We're going to be, you know, converting the culture, converting the religion of these over here so we can get cores, annexing up these subjects. And listen, if we have a good opportunity to do so, we will fight Castile, man. I definitely want to nab, you know, the Azores, the Canary Islands from them. Maybe even take, you know, something like Andalusia from them, you know, nab the Sevilla market. That wouldn't be bad at all. So, yeah, economic situation is pretty good, man. Just rooting out, you know, some stability over here. We'll get back to it. Building lots of farms over here. Explorations are on. Annexing, which subject right now? Fez. So we will gain access to the Fez market as well. Looking sweet. As for back home, man, we're looking really nice. You know, control is super good. Do we have a local governor in Porto? No, that's not it. Which one is it? That one? No. Well, I don't know if we do, but control is looking really good. We've rode it up everywhere as well. And yeah, we've pretty much converted most of Granada to Portuguese right here. Right now I'm doing, you know, this little bit right here because we do need to gain cores on that. I actually am interested in coring up whatever we can from Morocco. So yeah, just gonna chill. Let's finish up these explorations and see how expensive it is to actually start colonizing. You know, you guys can't see it because it's behind me. Let me remove myself. But as you can see right here, man, a lot of these take actually quite a long time. You know, we are researching a bunch of more colonial stuff right now, which of course will speed things up. But yeah, 5 years to explore the Lesser Antilles? It's a lot. Little bit of a rebellion here, not an issue at all. Oh, I do have a professional army. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, we're actually really strong, man. Yeah, easy, dude. Easy. There we go. Bye. You know, actually, we don't have a local governor here. It's just we're super naval, man, and control is, like, nutty. Also, I do have some loans I need to pay off from last time. It's actually not that many. We explored something, right? There we go. Fez has been annexed, which means we've taken control over the Fez market. Let's see if it spreads its... it's not... You know, I was hoping Granada would enter that market, but no big deal. Castile wants money? Yeah, I am staying friendly with Castile still, because, you know, I originally wanted to stay completely friendly with them and not expand at all over here, but, you know, exploration was slow. So I am going to continue being friendly with Castile. We won't really need their help in, like, any wars we do or anything like that. And, you know, if I do betray them, I'm planning on actually linking up with France, stabbing them in the back and just, yeah, like I said earlier, just snatch Andalusia and the islands from them. Oh, nice. I do love me some bridges. And Morocco is like the only place in the Maghreb that has any rivers. But yeah, you can see when we're maxed out, you know, stability and legitimacy, we're making like really good money, man. And that's even with exploration cost and Diplo spending maxed out. I gotta keep this maxed out to keep these guys loyal, but yeah, I'm just continuing to annex these guys, man. There's just so many of them that we can't stop doing it. I guess we should do coastal guys mainly, right? Let's do, yeah, I'm gonna improve with like these two guys and do one of them. As for expansion in the Maghreb, you know, like I said in last episode, I'm really not interested in pushing into any other areas. Atlas High Plateau is too inland and it's kind of poor. There's no point in us owning this, so I'm satisfied with just Sousse and these two areas right here. Oh, I hate it when they make other unnecessary markets, dude. Ugh. Now, I'm gonna have to spend so much stuff to destroy the Marrakesh market right here. It's like prestige and stability, which stability I'm fine with. Prestige you can't get. Okay, cool. So we're doing the Lesser Antilles and Hispaniola right now. We do still need to do this, this, and this. Yeah, and I'm planning to establish a colonial subject that's gonna own the entirety of the Caribbean. I'm doing few large colonial subjects. You know, you can make them as big or as small as you want, which I really like about EU5. But yeah, I like the one big one instead of the many smaller ones. Is that, you know, more optimal? I don't know. Do I care? Hell no. So, yeah, there we go. Let's send off someone to Cuba. Loans have been paid off, making even more money. Yeah, we're rolling in dough, man. You know, a lot from subjects. In fact, more than half of our, you know, positive balance right here is coming in from subjects, which of course does mean we shouldn't be integrating these guys. Maybe I should take it slower and, you know, assimilate, then integrate them or whatnot. Moroccan here has cultural tradition 114. I'm 212. So yeah, more universities, more libraries is what I need. I could accept Moroccan. We do actually have room to do it. But I would need to do Zenati and Mashmuda as well. Let's do it. It didn't take us over. Okay, now we should gain some extra cores. Yes, we did. Okay, so there's no need to assimilate, you know, these two areas. This one we do need to keep doing. Yeah, let's annex another subject then. These guys can stay doing that, I guess. Ooh, interesting. A unique event. The expulsion of Muslims from Portugal. We do have quite a lot of Muslims. Not that religion really is bad, you know, more unaccepted cultures is worse because of course, but religion ain't that big of a deal. But let's see the options right here. So expel them. We will expel our Andalusian Muslims out of Portugal as we cannot risk them rebel if we try and convert them. But it's accepted. Force convert them. Most Muslims in the nation will be converted to Catholicism. Those that refuse will be expelled. There's a big chance of having them rebel and will be relieved and satisfied with us. I've already accepted Andalusia, man. I'll force them to convert. Let's see what that does. Will it do anything? Hey, we finally explored up the Lesser Antilles. Perfect. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start colonizing. Create colonial charter right there in the Lesser Antilles. Well, what are these a part of? Who cares? There we go. One started over there. Let's see. Yeah, that's the Windward Islands. And then we should do another one in the... What were these called? The Leeward Islands. That's right. Okay, well, we're doing the two colonies that we can. Cuba and Hispaniola are almost... Oh, wait, these two? No, that's still on the Windward Islands. Yeah, Hispaniola done in 5 months, so we'll start that one up as well. Yeah, colonizing at a pretty decent rate, man. There we go. Right there. There we go. Hispaniola discovered as well. How many of these do we do? Cost of colonies. Plus 50%. We can do another one. Yeah, we can definitely sustain another one. Okay, the Atlantic slave trade. So we can encourage this trade from Western Africa. The market, that I guess we're a part of, gets slave trade encouragement for 20 years. The crown should not get involved. Legitimacy. I mean, we're not really doing stuff in West Africa, right? I just went directly for the Caribbean. I guess that's, you know, the most optimal way to do things, but let's see what this does. Hey, nice, we found Cuba as well. Okay, so that's the entirety of the Caribbean, I think, explored. I just hope Bermuda isn't a part of it, but I am gonna explore that as well. Yeah, lots of provinces right here that we need to get done. Right now we're spending 16. How much does it go up? Does it go up 150? I think I can do a fourth one too, man. I think I can do a fourth one. Let's go here. Oh, well, that's not good for them. And we've discovered the entirety of the Caribbean. Perfect, folks. I like that quite a lot, man. Two different markets here? Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna hard focus on the Caribbean right now. After we're done with them, I'll take a look at where, if any place else we colonize. I know you're kind of supposed to do Brazil as Portugal, but you know, I like the Caribbean. All right, we got the colonial policy law right here. Settled colonies, monthly colonial migration plus 100%, minus 10% colonial maintenance. Now, hell yeah, settled colonies. Now, we got Portuguese captaincies as well, but we can only do this in the next stage. Less income from colonial subjects. Well, this one is stupid, bro. What the hell? Does the game force you to take this one? Because it's not as good as this one. Yeah, settled colonies, baby. This is going to help us quite a lot. Got the native policy law as well, so we can enslave or subjugate these. I really don't care about that. If we do encounter any natives like in Colombia or whatever, I'll just eat them up into the colonies. So, tribesmen, monthly religious conversion from buildings, but they don't like me. Trade. Colonial maintenance and society of pops opinions. Trade. Trade. What did the Portuguese do? This, right? Or, well, I mean, they were, you know, converters and stuff like that, like the Spanish. British were killers, French were frickers, right? Or traders. I'm gonna do this one, man, just because of this. Dude, the colonial law is speeding these up by so much, dude. Look at this. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a game changer right there. But yeah, what do you guys think about colonization in EU5, man? I actually do like it quite a lot. I have no problem with it. I do think it's way better than EU4. Well, maybe not way better, but it is definitely better. This is only my second ever colonization run that I've done, man. I did it with Castile/Spain as well a couple of weeks or months ago, but I'm having lots of fun. You know, I like chilling back home, kind of playing tall, you know, integrating subjects, converting, building stuff, assimilating, while our main focus is colonization here and raking in money, right? But yeah, eventually, we'll beat these guys' ass. So you have that to look forward to. You know, I think we can definitely do 5 at a time, man. Yeah, we can definitely do 5 at a time. And there we go. The first colony is done. So we can basically start playing as these guys. We won't keep it as a part of Portugal. We will form a new colonial subject. Really, I should have done it here first or in Cuba to put their capital there or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I guess they can move around if they want. So we will form a new colonial subject, and there we go. No, it's there, right? Viceroyalty of the Leeward Islands. Nope, that's a stupid name. Let's customize this subject. Rename country. It's Caraibas, right? Is that what the Caribbean are called in Portuguese? Let me research this. Caraibas. Yeah, it is Caraibas. It's just it has that thing on the I instead of the dot, but it's good enough. And another subject has been annexed. We will gain cores on it because it's Moroccan. Excellent. Yeah, I guess we continue doing... Oh, we can do those guys. Those guys actually love us. Very nice. There we go. Started on Ducala. All right, I just discovered Bermuda. What is it a part of? What region? North Atlantic Ocean, right? What area is it a part of? Bermuda. What province is a part of? Bermuda. What location? Bermuda. I don't really care about Bermuda. But yeah, in the meantime, back home, I really should put up a couple of more towns, man. And just looking at the population next to Lisbon right here... we should definitely make that into a town. And that into a town as well. Yeah, cool. Now, obviously, anytime a colony forms... Are they calling me into war? They probably are. Anytime a colony forms, we'll just go let it join the Leeward Islands. And, you know, it joins up... Oh, no, they're not calling me into war. I got a war. What is this, dude? Some frick-ass rebellion once again, huh? They actually got 2 forts. That's annoying. Okay, I can just go over. My subjects can actually deal with this too. Yeah, no need to go over. What the hell? But yeah, subjects are dealing with this. In the meantime, we've wrapped up a couple of more colonies. So these are working. We can do 2 more. Let's put one right there and one right there. Okay, so now everything over on this side is being chillin'. Later we'll go for, obviously, the Bahamas, Jamaica, and Cuba. You know, obviously our people aren't dying to the Great Pestilence, or I guess maybe some of them are, but we do get pretty stupid freaking events, man. How much are we taxing the commoners here? We're actually taxing them quite a lot. 10% less, probably. I'll tax them 58. Yeah, I'm good. Dude, this down here is so urbanized. What the hell? Country's definitely urbanized way too much, man. I feel like, you know, it's expensive enough as a small country to build up a town or a city, but big guys, they can just do anything, and there's no downside to it. You know, founding towns cost like 300-400 ducats. Founding cities cost like 1,000-1,200. I think towns should cost 1,000 or 1,200, and then cities should be like 3 or 5K. Yeah, stuff definitely gets way too urbanized. Now, sure, you could imagine it as not, you know, this entire location is a city, more like there's a town or a city in that location, but it's just, I don't know. Perfect. Another subject annexed, and we've gotten cores on all of that. Nice. Any more Moroccan guys? Yes. Marrakesh and Haha. Okay, I'm improving with them. I'll improve some more and then send them some gifts. Is there anyone else that can be annexed like right now? Tadla. They're actually this other culture, which is probably going to be tricky to accept, so let's not do them just yet. Let's focus on the Moroccan guys. I just got the war galleys now. So far, at least in the Caribbean, there is no one else. These guys, I mean, Castile is definitely colonizing, right? Because they got this stuff right here, and they got some stuff in Africa. Yeah, just seeing stuff that gets highlighted on the map. France, I can't see just yet. Neither England. Yeah, okay, we're chilling. Dude, we're already making so much money from colonies, it's insane. We're actually making 0.09 ducats directly from the Caribbean. It's, you know, progress looking good in the Caribbean so far, man. You know, this over here is all pretty much done. We're just moving on to Cuba right now. So yeah, we're doing those. Let's go there. Nice. Only 2 more to start up. Cool. At this point, we should probably start exploring elsewhere. I know the regions here are huge. Colombia or Brazil? Okay, yeah, let's do there. Expedition in Sinu. That guy's cool. And one right there? Sure. Let's do 3 at a time. And 1 more right there, once we get the money. I'm also gonna explore the Adriatic, the Atlantic Gulf Stream, because I'm tired of seeing this blob of not water in the middle of my map. Oh shoot, the Tower of Belém. Nice. What does it do? Hostile naval attrition, fort defense. Sure, of course. Oh, another unique building? What does this one do? The Ribeira das Naus. Navy repair speed, sailors, shipbuilding capacity. Cool, sure. I'll take any unique thing, man. Why didn't it do this for me? I thought I did it. Now I can't even do it. Whatever. Let's just continue going down south then. There we go. Nice. Oh, the Leeward Islands, not really, Caribas, is actually doing this one. They're doing it really slow, though. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. I mean, we'll both colonize and they'll end up getting stuff from both. And we're officially doing everything in the Caribbean. Perfect. As soon as these 5 are done, or at least, you know, as soon as this one is done, actually, we move on to Colombia, I think. Yeah, why not? Or actually, if we... Yeah, that's Colombia as well. I guess Brazil starts off like right here or somewhere. Exploring the Amazon. Sure, let's explore the Amazon. Why not? I'll do that as well. I'm doing everything that I can. Well, at least in the stuff that I'm interested in. And the stuff it allows me to do. We'll get started with Colombia, I guess. Yeah. What? Why are you calling me into this, bro? I can't even see them, yo. Of course I'll accept. Nothing really is gonna happen here. Yeah, I'm still staying friendly with Castile. Let's actually check out their situation, man. Who are they? Are they still allied to... Yeah, still allied to England. Got a couple of subjects over here. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, it's doable. No, it's only -25. We're not... if we're not at war. When do I betray these guys? That's the thing. Yeah, let's wrap up the Caribbean. And I think we'll start thinking about it. Yeah. We've been chilling long enough over here, man. Actually, we're not even annexing a subject right now. Oh, we should definitely do Haha in Marrakesh. Oh, shoot, he's here. Vasco de Sines is actually Vasco da Gama. There we go. All right, so just looking at Colombia right here. I'm looking at natural harbor suitability and hoping that the colonial nation that forms there puts that capital in that province. So that, you know, that is still Okay. Which means I want to do... Let's go back to that, actually. Yeah, that one. That province or that province? Orinuku or Karupana? Castile actually has a pretty good amount of regulars. Of course, I've been neglecting that because we're not fighting wars. I got Pike and Shot. I'm just not even researching stuff from it. We don't have a lot more things to wrap up from colonialism here that I want, at least right now. So, I mean, I can queue up these things. Oh, another unique Portuguese one right here, Bombardieros. Yeah, man, I got Vasco da Gama tearing it up in the coastline exploration. He's actually banging, dude. Excellent freaking stats. And he's a navigator. Of course he's a navigator. What the hell? What did he do, though? I keep forgetting. Did he sail around the world, or did he do this? He definitely didn't go here. That was Columbus, right? I mean, maybe he did go there, but he was another guy. I think he went around Africa or whatever, right? Or around the world. Let me research that. Yeah, he did do that. He went around the Cape and went to India, right? And then he was Viceroy of India in Goa, I guess. Yeah. Well, you're not going to India this time, bud. Brazil, you know? That's what we're interested in. Our new India. Yeah, why are we only now doing Sinu? And it wasn't here, you know? It didn't say anywhere that we're preparing for it. Oh yeah, these guys here, dude. I think these are like new guys, right? I don't think this big-ass country, big-ass settled country was like in the middle of the Amazon or whatever, and I keep seeing it. I doubt they've added a new country. I think they would have said, or maybe they did, but I just don't remember. But yeah, those guys are there. They're part of Brazil, or maybe they're not. I guess we'll see. But we still don't have the technology, ladies and gentlemen, to stop a country from colonizing outside of its, you know, colonial region. However, what we do have available is transfer location to other subject. So we can move territory around. Let's say, you know, Colombia starts colonizing in Brazil or whatever. Well, actually, we should prevent them from doing that, dude. I should start up colonies in Brazil as well. How's the harbor suitability right there? It's probably not that good to start up a Brazilian colony right here, since it's going to be so huge. You really kind of want to do it, you know, somewhere over here, I guess. But, doesn't matter too much. I guess not. All right, exploring a lot in Brazil now. Oh, who's this? Oh, that's just some guys, okay. Right? Yeah. Chairama. Oh, it's Tyrona. I should play these guys and lose my mind, yeah? Oh my god, Arif has finally been assimilated enough to where we got cores. Took him long enough. Alright, on this front, the Caribbean is almost done. We're really just waiting to finish up Havana right here. I've got 3 guys doing, you know, Colombian stuff. The provinces are pretty big, I guess. So yeah, we got 3 guys doing Colombian stuff, and I've started up a Brazilian one finally, so we'll have 2 or 3 guys doing Brazil, and then 2 or 3 guys doing, you know, Colombia. Or really, it's not guys. Why am I thinking of colonists in terms of EU5? Yeah, but a 5 is what I'm satisfied with doing simultaneously. Either way, is it time to ditch Castile? I think it is. I think it is. I'm literally so close with France, dude. I just need to send them a gift. What the hell? How do the Caribas have a rebellion? It's these Taino culture guys. Well, they should be able to deal with this, right? Too bad we can still not become the war leader, but they should be able to take care of this themselves. Now, let's just examine the sitch. Are they going to be able to siege this down? Do they have boats? How do I see that? Well, either way, let's hope that these guys can take care of that. But our first colony in Colombia is finished. We will form a new colonial subject, and there's actually the Treaty of Lisbon, or Barcelona, or Fez, or... Wait, why is it Aragon? What? Okay, well, this is literally useless. I mean... What? Hold up. It's not... That's who's colonizing there. That's why it's with them. See, when you go into here, you know, you see stuff that you've claimed. Yeah, this really doesn't matter too much for me, though. Either way, we got a new colonial subject. There we go. The Viceroyalty of New Granada. But that's... well, no. I was gonna say it's Castile, but no, it's not Castile. Because I have Granada. Yeah. I have Granada. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, it can stay as New Granada. Why not? See, I was wondering if my transports can get here, and apparently they can, so nice. Well, they full annexed Revolter. Too bad I actually had to get here to help them, but just, you know, So you guys get how fast the navies are. Well, actually, I don't know. It took 2 months from them to get from the Caribbean to here. Is that realistic? Okay, but alliance with France secured. Now we're gonna curry favors, and whenever we're ready, we're gonna hit Castile. It is Aragon and England on their side, but Aragon sucks. England probably isn't gonna do anything. How the hell did this happen? What? France is just a behemoth, even though they've been pushed in. Yeah. It is going to be really expensive taking Granada because they always have mega control in Sevilla, dude. So we got 5 provinces here. We'll probably have to go like 2 and then 3 or something like that. But getting connected would be better. So maybe Puebla and Sevilla first. We'll see. But there we go. Marrakesh has been annexed as well. We should be getting cores on that. Yes, we have cores on everything. Cool. Well, you know, these guys have more market access if we keep Marrakesh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Well, this is a thing I expected. Okay, France is linked up with Bohemia, dude. They're allied to me and Bohemia. That's an alliance and a half. Charles V, the dubious. I'm gonna accept offer. I'm really not even gonna do anything here. In fact, I'm gonna do that right there. Still chilling. This, of course, will give us major favors with France. Next parliament, we hit Castile, unless France gets too depleted in this war. Oh my god. Now would be perfect. They're not even allied to Aragon. England wouldn't join. France would join, but they're actually not going to do stuff. They're still going to do their own thing. Okay, let's hope it's still like this, so when I want to fight Castile. Oh yeah, this is a perfectly reasonable war. What the hell even is this, dude? Malaspina Ottomans War. Who the hell is Malaspina? Yep, that's... yeah. And Havana is finally done. It took a lot because there's a million locations, but we've officially established the entire colony of the Caraibas. Let's see, how much are we directly getting from them? 0.44. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we got 2 guys. Okay, over there. Wait, why did this remove itself? It was just filled out, dude. Whatever. Yeah, we'll just put someone, let's see. Down there. Perfect. Okay, let's wait for France to wrap this up, and we'll be getting a CB on Castile. Okay, this war is pretty close to wrapping up. France has pieced out a bunch of guys. England is back in support of Castile, but still no alliance with Aragon, so it's alright. And the mega navy has officially been built up. We got 66 galleys, which is what fills out, you know, the combat width, or sorry, the frontage. And we got, you know, these boats in the back for just for transporting. So, yep. Like this, no matter what Castile has, dude, we officially have naval superiority. We just park these guys right here and, or just send them around, you know, patrolling over here. Let's wait for this to wrap up. Parliament comes around in just 1 month. Okay, too bad I'm not a great power or anything, and I could obviously rival Castile and get a destroy enemy CB on them, but I really hate that CB because it shows superiority. Let's just do fun farming estates, support for outward, fabricate CB, Castile, for Sevilla, yeah, yep, for Sevilla, and then I'm gonna try and go for Puebla, Sevilla, and the islands in one war, and Jaén, Cordoba, and Cadiz in the next war. Pindare is finally finished. That's our first Brazilian one. We will, of course, create a new colonial subject. There we go. They are called Viceroyalty of Pindare. Nope. Nope. Let me see their flags. Because colonial flags are usually horrible. Yep, that's an absolutely horrible flag for New Granada. Pretty bad for Caraibas, too. I gotta say the Brazilian one is probably the worst. Obviously, these guys will just be called Brazil. Oh, I hate it when the game selects a thing like this and you can't deselect it, dude. It's so bad. It happens so many times. I can't see what I'm hovering over. All right, we got 2 guys. Yeah, okay. They're just piecing out everyone one by one, and there's still 1 million people left. Come on, man. And they're about to get a mega coalition too. Of course. Frick me. For some reason, though, Castile is fairly low on levies as well. I don't... Oh, actually, they are fighting a war. Castile, Mali. That would mean their levies aren't there. Come on, France. Wrap it up, bud. Okay. War is officially done. France is willing to help out. Castile is very low. Like this, we can definitely take them. England worries me a little bit if they move their troops over, but I think it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, CB we got... Yeah, 2 more years. We gotta go here. I'm losing money because I'm getting stability stuff, but let's put these guys here. Actually, here, I'm gonna siege down Sevilla. Let's move these guys over here. Activate armies and forts. There we go. One of these things is done. Where is it? Let me just see. It's right there. That's in Brazil. Let it join Brazil. Perfect. So we got 2 in Colombia, 2... Oh, actually, we got 3 in Colombia. Let's do 1 more in Brazil. Let's just do this one right there. Okay, once we get the money, I will. Okay, folks, it's officially time to hit Spain for the first time. Or, sorry, Castile. It's still Castile. Parliament approved claims. Me in France. England doesn't come in. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. And it's just 1, too. Excellent. There's our declaration, man. Let's raise the levies. Oh, once again, we also have a rebellion. Ooh, a bigger rebellion now. Oh, I hope Caribas can take care of that. Why do they get these rebellions? This didn't happen to me when I was doing the same thing as Castile, and I just destroyed the levies from here too. Okay, this can wait. This can wait. If we need to, we'll send guys over, but yep, we still don't have the technology to transport levies. It's actually hilarious. The great thing is they don't have like any forts over on my side, and it's all right here. They always do this with Aragon, dude. Yeah, that's one of the benefits of being friendly with them for so long. Yeah, they've neglected the defenses. This absolutely sucks balls what I'm about to do right now, but I actually have to I actually have to send guys in the New World during this war. Honestly, this is a more this is the bigger war. Castile is literally nowhere to be seen and is not doing anything, dude. This, what I'm doing right now, is why you will most likely never see me play in maritime Southeast Asia in EU5. So please stop asking for Majapahit and those guys. I'd love to play them, but this is a horrible experience, man. Like, I've been hyping this Castile war up for so long. A Reformation spawn, by the way. You know, and I was excited to do it. I'm not even seeing what's happening. Yeah, I just moved these guys to a fort every time. I got these guys on auto siege, and look, France has breached the north and sieged all of this down. I didn't even know this was happening, so yeah. There's not even allies here. Okay, well, take that. Take that. No, that. And once we wait a little bit more, they should be able to give this to me. Okay, they pieced out. Time to go back home. The reason I'm loading them onto boats and stuff like that and then moving the boat is if I just click and make them go to Europe, there's a high chance some of these other boats will just go there and pick them up, even though we have enough boats over there. And Castile is willing to accept. Okay, quite a lot of aggressive expansion, but no one will really care. We can take the islands, and we can take Sevilla and Huelva. In the next war, we go for Jaén, Cordoba, and Cadiz. The reason I'm doing these two... We got a freaking bug in the room or something? The reason I'm taking these two is to get connected, even though we'll border gore it up with Castile. This is actually one of the reasons they wouldn't accept, because, you know, they don't want to get ugly borders. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. And that's our first war with Castile. Done. Okay. Castilian. It probably makes sense to create subjects here. They got really high tradition, but... I'm gonna do it manually. There we go. Integrate province. That one right there. And these guys, yeah, they can integrate as well. Cool. Nice. Okay, we lost a lot of money during this war, so let's shut everything down and focus on making money. Dude, there was a freaking bug in the room. It's not just this room, the other room. I could hear it all the way from over here. Look at this bitch. Yeah, there we go. Wait, I just freaking stunk up my office. Fuck. But yeah, the good thing is now we have control of the Sevilla market, and it'll be like way gooder for Granada. Oh, also, dude, this means we can build local governor, right? Yeah, we just don't got the money. I'll put it down in Sevilla, definitely. We're about to unlock another one from Pike and Shot. So, Lisbon, Sevilla. It would be nice to put it in Granada, but they're kind of close. And I don't have ambitions for anything else. Maybe we could go for Extremadura as well. Make the borders a little nicer. And I'm sure actually some of you are thinking we go for Galicia, because Galicians are kind of cousins with the Portuguese, right? maybe we'll do something like this. Maybe we'll do Galicia or Extremadura. But yeah, obviously conquest isn't the main focus of this campaign, boys. It's just chilling, colonizing, you know the drill. But yeah, we're starting to see some other guys pop up down here. These are probably an Aragon colony. Yeah, they are. Okay, if I go for like owning all of Brazil, we'll fight Aragon for this. Yeah, we'll fight Aragon for this. Or how does that work? Yeah, we'll fight Aragon for it. Really? Alright, so we're chilling, integrating provinces. The game actually put down a local governor for me already in Granada, which I think is actually an excellent place to put it down, way better than Sevilla, because in Sevilla we'll have mega control anyway, once we core it up and integrate it and stuff like that. Paid off the loans, so we're chilling. Actually got an event for a city right here, which is nice, even though it does slow down the integration a little bit. And I just violated the Treaty of Lisbon, so I can start colonizing this over here, even though it's claimed by Aragon. So, yeah, the effects of violate the treaty are we just lose prestige, which is totally fine. But yeah, New Granada and Brazil are growing, man. They are growing right now. We're chilling. My truce with Castile did expire and they coalitioned me. I'm not gonna hit them again anyway. I want to finish up the stuff that I got from them first, so that then we can do the other stuff. So yeah, gonna chill for a little bit more, annexing these 3 coastal subjects right here, Kert, Daura, and Mitijda. The culture there is Zenati, so we'll see if we accept it or not. It would be good to accept it. I don't have any Zenati right now, but I do have a lot of room. Damn, that improving cultural opinion with Moroccan really helped. Yeah, excellent. We should be able to accept it. Got a little bit, 334? Eh, maybe not. Oh, and once we annex Mitidja, we'll also gain this market, which is basically the Tlemcen market. All right, well, Treaty of Lisbon ended. Yeah, it was irrelevant, really. Little rebellion. It's not a problem. What is a problem is, you know, annexing these guys is becoming harder and harder, man. I just annexed one of these guys and progression on Kert and Mitidja has stopped completely. But there's so many of them and they keep getting madder and madder every time I annex someone else. So yeah, I gotta rely on sending gifts, but then when I annex someone I need to resend them a gift, but you can't do gifts that quickly, so... Oh, actually, the fact that we're at war is good. They like me when we're at war. Okay, just need to send these guys a gift. Yeah, Zenati is like mega expensive to accept. No way we do it. We need to improve cultural opinion with a Zenati subject. We do got, yeah. We got 4 Zenati guys, so it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know when we'll be able to do it. But yeah. Did explore some more in South America, though. Okay, so until there is Brazil. I mean, yeah, expected. How big are the provinces here? Yeah, super small down south. The big ones are all up north, obviously. Okay, little French shenanigans. Yeah, sure. Who's Castile's ally, then? It's Provence now. Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah, it's good being at war. That's the only time annexing of subjects progresses. I did take control over the Algiers market, though, which is nice. Also, I think what I can see here is all of Colombia, right? Yeah, this should be Peru. And that's La Plata down there. There's probably... Well, is this Brazil too? Yeah, I can't explore this. Oh, can't explore anything down here. I can explore that, but I'm not interested in exploring that. You know, not a lot of rivers here. I wonder what the Amazon is looking like. Oh. You know, I guess you can see the proximity lines over here. Why do they work over there, though, and not in Europe? Yeah, why can't we see those lines in Europe? Huh. I don't get it, but, lots of bridges to be built here, that's for sure. Caribos is chillin'. As far as I can tell, they're not colonizing anything else because we see their outline on what we kinda know is there, you know? Okay, but at this point, let's get another CB on, Castile. Yeah. We've, already integrated, like, that right there. Pretty close to getting Sevilla and, yeah, Sevilla done, and the Canary Islands will still be going, but that's okay, I'm getting a 4th guy pretty soon. So yeah, as soon as we're done helping France in this, we should go in. Yeah. But for the Age of Reformation, I'm actually gonna go Diplo-focused. There's a lot of trade and what? There's a lot of trade and colonial stuff in there too, you know, extra stuff. You know what's stupid? This was filled out as soon as I started colonizing, but now it's not. And Kirt has been annexed. And France just wrapped it up. Cool. Yeah, cool. Okay, this one is definitely going to be a real war because Castile's army is, you know, full and they are going to be here, unlike last time where I didn't even see their army. They were, I guess, in Mali. But, yeah, no problem at all, man. Okay, so... Still integrating the Canaries. This guy's coming along soon. Yeah. It's time to do it. It's time to do it. Let me just see if I can start annexing a subject. Probably not. Alright, I actually sent a mega gift to Seuss so we can do them. Yeah, the thing is, with releasing all of these subjects, the cultural makeup of this region has changed quite a lot. Normally, Morocco is dominant, like, here and here, too. You know, these are just minority ones, but... Yeah, I don't enforce culture on subjects, man. I can't be bothered right now because they insta become rebellious even if they have 200 opinion of you. Then they'll get a supporter, then they'll do a war. It's just annoying. So I'd rather deal with it like this. Try and accept these. What about Castilian, though? We should be able to accept Castilian easily. 1.29. Oh, yeah, we got that. Cool. Okay, 1.83, and we'll get cores on this and these things, right? Dude, I should have done this way earlier. We would have annexed them quicker, too. Let me just check this. Actually, it's mostly Guanche, which is... What kind of culture is that? Amazigh and Maghrebi. Oh, okay. We just don't have the technology to move people. It's literally impossible. We don't know how. We don't know how to do it. Yeah. Just a little rebellion here, and we'll hit Castile. Wait, they're... At least I'm the war leader. Frickin' Tlemcen, dude. I just hope my CB on Castile doesn't expire by the time I deal with these assholes. So in a rebellion, Tlemcen can become the war leader, but when a colony of mine gets a rebellion, I can't become the war leader. Awesome. So this is... Dude, I can't even control select it. What the hell? Why is it bugged out for that one? Oh, so they'll accept this, which is stuff that's already mine. Oh my god, I swear, if I have to integrate this manually... Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, we're good. I don't know if I got antagonism for that, honestly. Okay, now let's go. Finally. Call in France. We got good relations now. Well, frick it. Oh, dude, they're no match for me. What the hell? You know, they made that town from Pablo Escobar into a real thing. That's crazy. All right, let me just check out this colony. But what I really wanted to say was this war won't go as far as, you know, the previous one because... you know, we don't need to take as much. So, let's see. Let's see how it goes. This is... Oh, they'll actually already give it to us. Okay, so just looking around in the peace deals, I actually don't know why Aragon is involved in this war because they're not allied to Castile or anything like that. Maybe... Oh. But by who? I didn't do anything to them. Okay, in that case, I'm piecing out Castile just for this, along with war reps and, right, I did take war reps, yeah, and a little bit of money. I'll probably end up fighting Aragon for the stuff in Brazil if I end up owning all of Brazil, which I doubt. It's just so huge, man. Yeah, it'll take ages to colonize all of this. Look at how small the provinces are down here. Yeah, it looks like we have a lot up here, but we really don't. It's just the provinces are huge as frick, so... Yeah, there we go. Finally done fighting Castile. Nice. Okay, that's really all I wanted from them. Depending on how long we'll play, we might get something else, but... I don't know. Okay. Let's go ahead and disband those levies. Send these guys back home so we can... Okay, actually didn't get that many loans. So we can recover and... yeah, let's start integrating. Alright, dope. There's that 4th cabinet seat, which is nice. We've also finally hit 5 million people. I don't got the money for that? You're kidding me. Yeah, very nice. Not a lot of them are Portuguese. I mean, still, it's a plurality, but... a lot of Moroccans and Castilians, which I'm chilling with that. We've accepted those. Yeah, and control is like super nice. And the stuff we already integrated from Castile, it's not going to be an issue here either. Yeah, cool. We actually do have the other local governor already. Let me see if the game built it for me. It didn't. Well, local governors can only be built in stuff that's connected via land to your stuff, so we can't like build them here. Oh, Pound Lock Canal, dude. How could I have forgotten about these? We got one in... Wait, we don't got one in Granada? I swear we had one in Granada. Can these... close and open. They're not allowed to destroy buildings. What? Oh. No, wait, I was gonna say the rebellion, but no. So we can do 2 of them, right? Yeah, we can do 2 of them. I actually am gonna put it down in Granada. Is there a point in doing it in Sevilla? 82%. I mean, I guess we can always move them around. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, didn't I swear I had one in Granada. What about naval? I don't think we can do naval ones. Yeah, and I still don't understand why. I guess we don't have it, do we? Yeah, we don't have the naval governor. No. Age of Reformation? Age of Absolutism? Age of Revolutions? No, how do you get it then? You guys might be thinking it might be better to put it down in Malaga or whatever, but I actually did want it to go inland. Alright, well, the Canary Islands have just been integrated. We got cores on some of them, I guess, that are mostly Castilian. Why not? Why not tell this guy to assimilate pops into Castilian in the Canary Islands, because, you know, there's already Castilian guys right there. So, there we go. We'll put that guy over there. Yeah, still continuing colonization. Damn, the culture's down here. Wow. Yeah, we've discovered the Andes as well as La Plata down here. Castile is colonizing in La Plata. It's interesting that, you know, the treaty of whatever, whenever it happens, is mostly respected by these guys, right? I mean, you know, sure, I got into it with Aragon here a little bit, but Castile, they didn't even try and go for, like, you know, Colombia or Brazil or anything like that. They went straight to La Plata, which is interesting. But yeah, colonization continues, chilling right now. You know, some subjects are rowdy. Let's see if we can continue annexing someone, because we did just wrap up Sus. So subject actions. Yeah, there's no one to annex. Let's see who likes me the most. Yeah, it's gonna be tough annexing these guys, man. It's gonna be tough annexing these guys. Oh, actually, no, Ojeda is pretty close. Yeah, some of them are pretty close, but you just need to, like, send them gifts and stuff like that. Still haven't been able to improve cultural opinion with anyone, you know, to accept Zenati. It would be really good if we could, but yeah, control looking super nice, man. I did put down local governors in, you know, in Sevilla and Granada, like you guys saw. Yeah, it's already, you know, starting to come up over here, even though, you know, it's not integrated yet. Pretty cool. I like, you know, how tall we are here, man, and how centralized we are and stuff like that. Oh, wow. An actual war where France isn't fighting 80 different countries. I'm just, you know, I keep forgetting that you can always see if someone is colonizing if you just click on them. So, where is this? What? I don't even know where this is, dude. How can we discover where that is? Yeah, these guys are doing it a lot more than me. They got like 8 running at the same time. Taking a look at Castile here. Yeah, they got a lot too. England actually isn't doing it. Yeah, but, you know, 5 feels about good enough for me. You know, obviously at certain points we could be running more, but it's not like we're in a hurry. You know, we got the paved roads a while ago. This has been done by the burghers. I haven't done anything, but we can do a little bit too. What did I gain cores on? Oh, okay, you're right. Okay, annexing 3 subjects right now, as you can see. Some of them might stop after the first one gets annexed, but we're still good. You know, we sending gifts, improving relations. You know what it is. Oh my god, dude, again. Oh, it's... Yeah, they popped out of me, right? Yeah, they popped out of me, but Tlemcen is the war leader. Again. That's okay. This is not a problem. It's just annoying that it happens. If I ever stop playing EU5, just know it's because of the stupid-ass naval transporting thing. Alright, get the frick out of here, bro. Jesus. Okay, we're actually gonna get back into wars now a little bit. I have, finally fully integrated everything over here, man. So that's awesome. Just still annexing subjects. But, you know, we got, like, these 2 guys over here that New Granada should own. Yeah. Simple. You know, I was waiting for New Granada to get troops and siege these guys down, but the colonies aren't... Oh, they died. The colonies aren't a part of the war. Yeah, we should have done this. I'm so stupid. Right? Do they join ours now? No, it's they do their own, right? Yeah. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. I forgot how it works. All right, cool. They full annex them. Let's start war in colony. What are the requirements? Oh, okay, you're right. They're helping you, I think, with this. Yeah, okay. Dude, I got loyal subjects. These guys aren't even that mad that I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm just gonna start annexing everyone, freaking proving, you know, a cultural opinion. All right, there we go. Start war in colony with those guys. You know, so, okay, let me just see this for a second. So this war we did end up joining. I'm kind of like automatically or whatever. But yeah, obviously I couldn't have joined the last one because I declared my own. And there we go. Give it New Granada. We're almost done colonizing the entirety of Colombia. Well, that's an interesting amount of people. Yeah, but nice population, man. Portuguese is still the plurality. Yeah. Honestly, if the Moroccans and Castilians ever teamed up, they'd kick our ass. No, they wouldn't. I actually beat both of their ass. What the hell? Hey, there it is. By the way, just annexed a couple more subjects. Oh, it's Masmuda. Why can't I do it with, Zenati, though? That's more important to me, honestly. No, wait, what the hell? Diplo actions, subject. Yeah, why can't I do it on them? Frick it. We'll do Masmuda. You know, just taking a look at the colonies here, the Caribbean have like 880,000 people. New Granada, 1.63 million, which is, you know, a decent amount. These guys, 1.21 million. And these guys, for how big they are, they actually have quite a lot of people. You may notice I'm losing 800 ducats a month. That's because I'm sending economic support to Tlemcen so I can start annexing them. Otherwise, we're chilling on the money, man. Wait, I wasn't making this much. How the hell am I making it now? What? Diplomacy? Oh my god. Yeah, because I was sending them money. They were sending me money. Huh. There's probably a strategy here. Yeah, I think I just came up with a strategy for like a Parabellum challenge or whatever. Alrighty, folks. Officially annexing all 3 of our subjects. Yep. Those are the last ones. Well, that we want to annex. Obviously, I don't want to annex Brazil or New Granada. Well, I accepted Masmuda. It took me a little bit over culture's capacity. It's actually not that bad at all. But, yeah, that means we have gotten quite a few more cores down here. Wish we could do Zenati, but oh well. Alright, let's Diplo max. We are gonna get into some debt like this probably, but, yeah, I want to wrap up these vassals. Oh, New Granada has a rebellion? Where? Oh. Okay, I annexed 2 of the subjects, but now Tlemcen is a little bit mad. The only way I can make them like me more is if I send them economic support, so I gotta keep sending the support until we annex them. So we're gonna be losing 1,700 ducats a month here for like a couple of months, but that's okay. 2 months only, I think, actually. Wait, let's see. It's pretty fast. And there we go. That's officially all of our subjects. 8 million people. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now with no Diplo spending, look at how much money we're actually making, dude. We were just, you know... Wait, I didn't get debt from that? How the hell did I not go into debt? Yeah, but really just look at how much we're making, man. But now that we've done that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a pretty good place to wrap it up for our little Kingdom of Portugal campaign right here, a 2-episode parter. And I gotta say, man, I did enjoy it quite a lot. You know, we initially set out to like play tall in our home region of Portugal and do a little bit of colonization, but once I got bored of that, you know, we decided to expand a little bit over in the Maghreb right here, take over some markets, you know, nabbed Granada right at the start in the previous episode, and then we fought Castile now, as you guys just saw, to get connected right here, and it's looking really, really nice. Colonized the entirety of the Caribbean, the entirety of, what you call it, Colombia right here, man. We're about to wrap it up. It's pretty close. It's at 96.63. In fact, I'll, you know, let it wrap up while we yap on over here. I know you guys will hear some ticks, but, yeah, Viceroyalty of Brazil is pretty big. I didn't end up fighting Aragon, I guess. I kind of did want to take this over, but, you know, just, there we go. Now it's filled out. I just wish this would get filled out too. But yeah, just granting a lot of stuff from over here to to Brazil. We could potentially collapse them. Sure, I could create another colony, but you know, I didn't want to do it like that. But either way, man, such a fun campaign. I've waited so long to play Portugal and I had so much fun. I hope you guys had fun watching as well. You know, this is what we ended up with, the gov reforms right here, you know, estate stuff. The economy is right here, making absolute fat stacks. I mean, we can do this as well. It doesn't really matter. Making lots of money. We're like super rich, dude. These are all of the markets right here. You know, New World markets if you guys are interested in. So these guys got 4. These guys got 2. Brazil has 4 as well. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty nice right there. That's the markets. Trade, you know, we're making about 321 ducats from trade right here, which is absolutely awesome. We finally got some like New World goods and stuff like that. Over in society, this is what our cultures ended up looking like. Culture map mode. Religions ended up looking like religion map mode. What else, man? A diplomacy, someone in... No one's a naval hegemon? What? Okay, well, you know, Great Wu, they unified China, so they're every hegemon. Obviously, I feel like this shouldn't even be in the game at this point. Military, didn't really need that strong of a military since we only did one, like, two real wars with Castile right here. And, yeah, man, I'm pretty satisfied, pretty happy with this campaign. Like I just said, super, super awesome. Portugal, definitely not beginner-friendly because of the economic situation in Castile. Like I've said many times, even though Castile isn't a problem. But, yeah, man, yeah. If you played someone, you know, if you're just starting up EU5, if you played someone easier, you know, if you got the hang of it, I definitely do recommend Portugal because it's super, super fun. But, I think that is a pretty good place to wrap it up. I don't think there'll be an episode 3 for this one. What would we do? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, man, make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. Subscribe if you haven't already as well, so you stay up to date with when new videos drop. But yeah, that's it for me for now, man. See you next time.